Hi, I'm your friendly neighborhood social media admin, and I read all 1,871 of your comments on our photo enforcement reel, and I'm here to get the answers right from the source.
I'm Tom Haubold. I am in charge of the photo enforcement program.
So, a lot of people are concerned that maybe the timing of the yellow lights are going to change.
No, that is not happening. The phasing of the yellow lights will stay just how they always have been.
So, what if you get a ticket in the mail and you are not the driver?
Basically, you fill out option B, you send that back in, and then that ticket will be taken off of your record.
Oh, this is a good one. What happens if an autonomous vehicle commits a violation?
It would just be like a regular person getting the citation. It's just the company takes care of that.
A lot of people commented this is unconstitutional because you have the right to face your accuser. Does that apply here?
These are civil fractions. When you go to court for a civil violation, the preponderance of evidence is the measurement of standard. If you want to challenge the citation, you challenge the evidence that the state brings forward.
Do you and your team kind of have some wiggle room in like deciding if someone gets a ticket, or is it just automatic? There was a flash, you get a ticket.
We still have officer discretion. If it's so close that it's hard to tell, in my opinion, tie goes to the runner. I wouldn't issue a citation.
Why is there a 10 mile per hour buffer on these that it gets triggered at 11 miles per hour?
Pretty much nationwide, everybody that does the photo radar stuff has set that 11 miles an hour. That is the threshold that if you're going 11 or faster, then a citation is warranted for that.
So there is a concern about surveillance. Are these things that just like any law enforcement personnel can just tap into these cameras at any point?
No, first you have to have access to the system. In our department, there's maybe 15 people out of 350 plus people in the PD, and you have to have a reason why you're in there.
So how are these intersections selected?
They looked at crash history. Where were we having a lot of fatalities at? Where were we having the more serious injury collisions? And usually those are based off of speed and or running red lights.
There's also some concern about rear end collisions.
Our cameras also detect speed, so that's slowing people down. So even if we do have a rear end collision, those speeds are going to be lower, injuries will be lesser. The way I look at it is I can fix or replace a car, but I can't fix or replace a loved one. I worked for over 20 years as a vehicular crimes detective. And the worst thing is going to somebody at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or middle of the day and giving the death notification that their loved one's not coming home. And if we can stop that, then everybody in Tempe is winning.